We're in Chicagoland Speedway, right in the heart of the Midwest, and we're here to solidify and make the recommendation for the fall NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race.
It's all over here at the Chicagoland Speedway.
We came out of the race last fall with a very good result, and we were proud of that result. But we wanted to make sure that we stayed with the car and the changes that have happened over the winter, and then the things that we've seen earlier this spring. So we've brought a number of tires in order to make that recommendation.
When you show up at a Goodyear tire test, it's really important for the team to be ready, prepared, have a setup underneath the race car that is tried and true, so you can get out there and gather the information that Goodyear needs, because what you're going to end up racing there at that racetrack when you go, and all of your competitors, is really going to be determined by your driver's comments and the team's comments on what happens with that tire at the test.
None of our guys physically sit in the car. So it's key and it's paramount that the interaction between the drivers and the crew chiefs come back to the engineers. And one of the biggest skill sets that our engineers have to have is listening.
It was tighter, less grip.
Then you went back out?
Went back out with adjustment.
Both come out, they're tougher, so it should be down on grip a little bit. So
It seemed to be about 3 or 4 tenths slower too as well. So.
They take the driver's feedback, which is crucial. When they take that and they send that back to their engineers, and they try to improve upon the products they've got at the racetrack for us.
We want to know if it makes the car loose, if it makes the car too pushy, if it's able to have a nice balance, not only in the short run, but also over the long run. We want to make sure that the product is consistent.
They bring several combinations of tires for us, for them to see the tire wear, how the tire's reacting, how the car's reacting. It's very important to us because we actually get to do some testing with the tire that we might actually get to run on, say, when we go back to that certain track where we're testing.
We had 2 trailers full of tires. There's roughly 900 tires on site, so there's plenty of combinations of lefts and rights. In order to establish a baseline so we can move forward, we need to know where the track's at. So the first set of tires that everybody's shaking on is last year's tire, and then once the drivers feel comfortable, then we'll move forward.
We can go out and get our cars set up and settled the way the driver is comfortable with it, and then Goodyear kind of takes over the test and try different tire combinations.
There are run sheets. There is a plan when we get here. We'll go from A to B to C on one car, and we might go C to B to A on a different car, but everybody will run everything so that when that data set is established across the entire test, not just one car, we can go back and we can look at time of day, did the sun affect it, did the track warm up, what was the temperatures, ambient, and then you have that relationship.
Goodyear likes to see what our hot builds are, air pressures, wear at Chicago. They wanted to see the one compound they had on a 30-lap run, what the wear looked like, and if it would sustain a fuel run. So they provide the tires, and you give them the data, and you get a test out of it.
In every tire test, Goodyear has the goal of wanting to make sure that they bring the best tire to that racetrack for that race so the competitors have everything that they need.
The balance that we have to have is one between grip and durability. We want to be able to provide a product that has enough grip and enough traction in order to get through the corner, yet have the longevity to be there at the end of the run, as well as it is at the beginning of the run. That balance is really what we're looking for.